Hey, how y'all today? You ever feel like nothing that you do is ever good enough? Like any situation, any circumstances, like as far as like work, home, like family, just like no matter what you do, it just ain't good enough. Like you try to be nice to people, it ain't good enough. You try to you know, you just try to do good things for people that just ain't good enough. Like you just feel like everything you do in every way, shape, or form is just not good enough. Well, I'm here to tell you that it is good enough, and you are good enough. You might ever think that any part of your life where you think that, it's nothing's ever good enough, or anything that you do, or you can't please anybody, you are enough. Know that you are enough. And situations I've been in, past situations where I thought I wasn't good enough. Nothing it was just like, I did everything right in a relationship. It just always seemed to fail. I tried to follow directions. It just seemed it didn't turn out right. No matter what I was doing, if I was fixing something, making something, like it just didn't, turn out right. Like it was just always, it just wasn't good enough, but, you're not the only one. It's a lot of us that'll experience those things where you just feel like you're just not good enough, But I'm just here to tell you are good enough. You are enough. You're always enough. You might be in a relationship where I was in a relationship where, because I had standards and boundaries, they said it was too much. I was too much because I had standards and boundaries. But I had to say to myself, like, okay, that may be too much for you, but what kind of person would I be if I didn't have standards or boundaries? Then the relationship would kind of just, go nowhere. I mean, where could it possibly go if we don't have any boundaries or standards? I mean, you can't just let that just simply, you can't just simply let that, go, just go. And that's anything as far as relationships. You want to have, even if it's not relationships, you want to have standards and boundaries with anything, your friends, your family. You want to have those standards and boundaries, because if you don't, then people kind of try to take your kindness for weakness. And I had to learn that the hard way through my experience. If you don't set up boundaries or, have standards, things will kind of get, kind of feel like just nothing you do will ever be good enough, So, like I said, with anyone, any family, friends, lovers, co-workers, anyone you're around, you want to have those standards and boundaries or whatever, So, but as far as you not, being good enough, you are good enough. It may not, at the moment, it may be a lesson. At the moment, it may not be so much as you're not good enough, because you're more than enough. You always have been more than enough. But just at the moment, it may feel like it's not good enough, but it could be a lesson. It could just be a lesson. So that's probably why, a lot of things may not have worked out the way you wanted them to at that moment, because maybe there was just a lesson to be learned in between, or maybe just some healing, more of an inner issue that needed to come out as well. So so I just want you to know that you are good enough. You're always good enough. So when you come across something that makes you feel like you're not good enough, I don't want you to look at it as if another failure, because it's not. You got to you rather keep failing at something than not to try it all. So I had to learn that the hard way as well. So look at it like, okay, well, I am good enough for this, just maybe not at this time. So maybe the timing's just bad. Like I said, there could be a lesson in between, something you're not learning or something you're not picking up on in between those messages. In between those experiences. So, just keep in mind that you are good enough. You're more than enough. What I'm talking to, you're more than enough. You've always been more than enough. It's just people that you're around and people you attract to you, they can't handle the light that you carry within you, so they get mad at you for certain things that could be any reason, any whatever. But just know that you are good enough. So hang in there. If you come across a situation where you just feel like you're just not good enough, you are good enough. Hang in there. Just the timing could be off, but just hang in there and keep pushing. Whatever you're doing, to stay positive and high vibrational. Just keep pushing. You know, just stay grounded, stable. You know, keep pushing. Don't let that get in the way of you not being good enough. Don't let it get in the way, because you are. You always are. You always have. You're more than good enough. You're enough and more. But like I said, those standards and boundaries are key. You want to have those so that you're learn. You know how to take people, you know, in different situations, and also you don't want nobody, like I said, taking your kindness for weakness. You want nobody playing you for a fool. You're no fool. No one's gonna play you in no way, shape, or form. That goes for family, friends, and lovers. You're not gonna allow that. When you get to that point, you will not allow any of that to happen. You know your worth, you know your value, you know you are good enough, you know you are confident, you're worthy. So you don't have to, you know, just know, just to hang in there. Don't, you know, and it's okay to fail. Even if you fail, it's okay. I'm still learning. I'm still in my process. I still fail, you know. So as long as you get back up and keep doing what needs to be done, that's all that matters. But you are enough. Know that you are always enough. Always have been, and always will be. Just too much for certain people. You know, like this world we live in is kind of a go with the flow kind of. You know what I mean? It's like right is wrong and wrong is right. You know what I mean? It's like the sun's purple over there. Oh, the sun's purple. The sun's purple. Ain't nobody gonna go investigate that. There's only very few of us who will do so. So, you know, just stay positive. Hang in there. It's okay to fail. It's okay to make mistakes. The key is to, you know, just learn from it. And know, keep in mind, you are enough. No matter what stumbling blocks come in your path, or whatever makes you feel like you're not good enough, but know that you are good enough. Know that. So from here on out, you say, I know that I am good enough. I'm more than enough. I'm good. Know that know your value, know your worth, and know that you are enough. So love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. I'm new to this. You know, so if this message resonated with anyone, I appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. But just know that you are good enough. You're the one. You're good enough.